Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back for another LEGO Ninjago video, and today we are going to be taking a trip down memory lane as we look at every single LEGO Ninjago set that has ever been created. For the theme of Ninjago, it totals to be over 220 sets, in which we'll look at in today's video. Now, that 220 does not include any books that come with Ninjago minifigures, dimension packs, minifigure accessory packs, or polybags, in which those could really all be in a different video. In fact, I actually did a video looking at every single Ninjago polybag. That'll be linked on the screen right now. You guys can watch it after this one. But with saying that, we have a lot to cover in today's video. If we can reach the like total of 2,500 likes, it's a very large like goal, but I think we can do it. That would be awesome. And also, after the video, be sure to let me know with a comment down below which Ninjago set is your all-time favorite. I've categorized all the sets via the wave that they were released, and so LEGO Ninjago made its debut in January of 2011, which was the winter wave of sets. The smallest set of this opening wave was the Ninja Training Outpost, came with one minifigure, and was only a $5 set. You don't see LEGO make $5 sets anymore because really they're just kind of turned into polybags these days. But nonetheless, we also got a relatively small one along with it called the Ninja Ambush. This was also a relatively very inexpensive set. The next one we got was Skull Motorbike, so we're getting some of those Skullkin vehicles. Of course, 2011 was the year of the Skullkin, the pilot season for LEGO Ninjago. Some amazing sets. The Ice Dragon was one of my favorites, in fact, was a $20 set back in the day. Came with the DX version of Zane. And moving on, we have the Turbo Shredder, another really nice set with 3 minifigures in it. We also had the Spinjitzu Dojo. This was one of the first sets to feature a spinner in it, which was very nice. We'll look at all of the different spinners later on in just a few minutes. Next up is Garmadon's Dark Fortress, which is still one of my all-time favorite LEGO Ninjago sets. I love it. It's still on display. In fact, I can see it from where I'm recording right now. Still a great set, one of my favorites from Ninjago, still to this day. We also got Knuckles ATV, which was a limited edition. There was also Skeleton Bowling that was a similar sort of exclusive release or retail exclusive pretty much for this set. There was also the Ninjago Battle Arena, and there was this 3-in-1 pack. It wasn't really anything special other than the fact you got 3 sets from this wave all in one larger set. Now, this wave also marked the very beginning of spinner sets in LEGO Ninjago, and this set right here in front of you is why I got into the Ninjago theme. I was gifted this set at one of my birthday parties, and ever since then I've just loved LEGO Ninjago. So that was the starter set. We also got one with the original variant of Kai. We got one of Cole, Zane. Of course, Jay was in the starter set, which we just looked at. We have Chopov here, one of the Skullkin Warriors, Bonsai, Crazy. And then we'll move into the spring sets for 2011. What's interesting is that LEGO, for the first couple years of Ninjago, had this sort of spring wave going on where they would release more spinner sets at this time. So the spring wave is around March. So this was around March of 2011, in which we got Cole DX, Zane DX. We got a Nia spinner at that time as well, which was really cool to see. We got Knuckles, so some of these larger Skullkin with a very large molded head on them. And then we'll jump into the 2011 summer set, so around August and that time period. This one here is the Mountain Shrine, comes with Kai DX and his spinner. We also got the Skull Truck, which is one of my favorite Skullkin vehicles that we got in 2011. We also got the Fire Temple, which was an amazing set, amazing build, was around a $120 price point. It was the most expensive for the 2011 year of LEGO Ninjago. We got the Blacksmith Shop. I don't know, it kind of lackluster in my opinion, but still an interesting addition. We got Earth Dragon Defense. As you've noticed, we get a lot of dragons in this very first wave of Ninjago, which I personally love. I love the dragon builds we got back in the day with these molded heads, as it continues on here with the Lightning Dragon Battle. The spinners we received in this summer wave include Cruncha, Whiplash, and Sensei Wu, in which we got his spinner of him, as well as Garmadon. So those are some very interesting spinners. We got basically the complete opposite sides of the spectrum with Sensei Wu and Garmadon. There was also another one of these super packs or 3-in-1 sets. As far as I know, they weren't necessarily that common to see. In fact, I didn't see many of them at all. This one here features these 3 sets you guys can see, and I'm sorry about the low quality image, but this set was so rare that there's not even very good images of it. And so that concludes the very first year of Ninjago, but we have so many more years to go through. We'll jump right in here to 2012 with the Serpentine season of Ninjago for January of 2012. More specifically, it all started off with the Venomari Shrine set, which was a very cheap set in order to get, one of the staffs as well as Zane ZX. We got Kai's Blade Cycle as well as around a $15 price point back in the day, and Jay Stormfighter. This was my very first set that I bought from the Serpentine season here of Ninjago in 2012. This was followed up by the Rattlecopter set, which at first I wasn't a big fan of this set, but I ended up liking it once I got the set. Just my personal opinions on it. We got Cole's Tread Assault, which is another really nice vehicle. LEGO did some great vehicles back in the day before it started getting kind of repetitive, which you guys will see later in this video. It's interesting just seeing some of the building trends as you look at all these Ninjago sets. The Fangpyre Truck Ambush was another amazing set, not only because of its purple flames in the back, but its minifigure selection, including Fangdam and Fang Tom from the Fangpyre tribe. There was also the very first version of the Destiny's Bounty. This was the original, the OG version here, which is obviously amazing to see. We've gotten tons of remakes of that set since then, I should say. This next one here was the Fangpyre Mech, and you guys will notice from this box art that for some reason this box art had an error where they left the sort of like set code number on it where it's titled MDP1 instead of Fangpyre Mech. I don't know why, but they just never went back and changed their servers, so this was the image that was everywhere. There's also this set here called the Spinner Battle Arena, as well as the Fangpyre Wrecking Ball. This was a unique set, that's for sure. You don't see many builds like this. I mean, across LEGO in general, you don't see any Wrecking Ball sets, so this is kind of interesting. For 2012, LEGO changed the spinners just a little bit, banking off the popularity of them in 2011. They got just as popular, I believe, in 2012, if not more popular, with these spinner crowns on top of them, the customization ability of these spinners, and just overall really nice look of them. This was the starter pack from this very first wave of sets. We got Samurai X, Kendo Zane, Lasha, Snappa, as well as booster packs. These were $5 sets in sort of like a foil packaging in which we got a minifigure, some weapons, some cards. They were a really good deal, I'll be honest. In fact, we also got one for Lloyd Garmadon as an evil villain at the very beginning before he became the Green Ninja we all know of him today. There was also one of JZX and another 3-in-1 set because why not, I guess. Then we'll move into the spring sets, in which we didn't get that many, but there were a couple spinners released. Kai ZX came out, as well as Fang Sui, and then we'll move into the summer set. So August of 2012 included Lasha's Bite Cycle, the Samurai Mech set, which was the very first protagonist mech we ever received. If you guys haven't checked out my video looking at every single Ninjago mech, I'll also leave that linked on screen if you guys want to watch that after this one. There was also the Ultrasonic Raider. I love this set, just a great build in general. Now, speaking of amazing builds and amazing minifigure selection, the Epic Dragon Battle is also, just like Garmadon's Dark Fortress, on my list for my favorite LEGO Ninjago sets that have ever been produced. This is just an amazing, amazing set, that's for sure. The spinners for 2012 for this summer wave here, this one here is the starter set with Energy Kai and Chokan. It's a pretty interesting set. There was Energy J, which is 100%, in my opinion, the fan favorite spinner for this wave because I couldn't find it anywhere. Like, I ordered it online on eBay from a different country, I think maybe like the UK or something like that. Can't remember for sure, but all I remember is that I could not find it anywhere around where I was living, and I was trying to collect these spinners. There's also Energy Cole. I don't know why the quality for this image is so low, but there's just no better quality images, which is just weird. There's Energy Zane here as well. I love the Energy Ninja. They're just fantastic figures, so much great printing. And then Lloyd ZX, another fan favorite for this wave of spinners. But of course, it wasn't as popular as this set because it came with Spitta, obviously. Everyone was running and grabbing this set because we all know that Spitta is one of the best characters of Ninjago. Okay, well, maybe that's just my opinion, but anyways, we also got one for Fangdam at the time, Slithra, and we got some more booster packs, including Zane ZX, Mesmo, and Baitar. Lizaru was the very last booster pack for this wave, and also we got a 3-in-1 super pack. Well, you know, why not? I believe this one was exclusive to Costco stores. Let's move into 2013 with the winter sets. This is the final battle season of Ninjago. Originally, this was going to be the very last wave of sets. LEGO didn't plan on making any more sets after this wave. However, they realized that Ninjago was performing way better than they expected. Therefore, we got a lot more seasons afterwards, a lot more waves of sets. This one here, Kai's Fire Mech, I think is one of the best $10 sets we have ever gotten for LEGO Ninjago, hands down. We also got the Warrior bike back in the day. You know, you either really liked it or really hated it, let's be honest. We got Cole's Earth Driller, which I think everybody really liked. In fact, they made the remake of it. And speaking of remakes, we have the Golden Dragon. This is the original Golden Dragon back from 2013. This was a $30 set back in the day. We also got Garmadon, which was an interesting set. It was like a very large treaded vehicle with Kozu as a minifigure in it, as well as this weird vehicle for Zane that I just never really figured out why it looked like that. But anyways, we'll move on. We got the Final Battle, the Temple of Light set with the golden mech in it, another fan favorite, really nice set. And that wraps up the 2013 wave of sets. As you guys could see, a lot shorter than the previous 2 years. There wasn't a summer wave for 2013, but for 2014, LEGO Ninjago returned with Rebooted. Basically, the theme has been rebooted in that aspect as it took kind of like a half a year break. We got the Hover Hunter to start it off here. We got Kai's fighter jet along with it. We got the Overborg Attack. This was a $20 set. Came with Cyrus Borg, or I guess you could say the evil version of him. We got the Thunder Raider as well. This is one of the sets being remade for the LEGO Ninjago 2020 sets that are out right now, so that's really cool. We got the Ninja Copter, which, you know, another one of those sets where you either really liked it or really just did not like the design at all. With the Nindroid Mech Dragon, still one of the most unique dragons to this day, just fully robotic. Brick-built head, I believe this was the very first time we saw a brick-built dragon head, so that's a little fun fact for you. Also came with Sensei Garmadon and Evil Wu in one set. We got the Destructoid, which was a retail exclusive set, and that concludes that very first wave of rebooted sets. But in the summer, we got more sets. We got the X1 Ninja Charger set, which was an interesting build to say the least, and we got Battle for Ninjago City. In 2015, we got more sets for LEGO Ninjago as always, and this time for this season, we had the Tournament of Elements. I really loved the overall concept for this season, but the villain minifigures, these Anaconda, you know, warriors like Crate here in this set for the Anaconda Crusher, weren't necessarily my favorite, you know, but Chen was a cool minifigure that nonetheless, and we got Skylar, which is a cool addition as well. The Condra Copter Attack here was a $30 set. We got the Boulder Blaster along with it, which is still just kind of a peculiar set. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the design of it, but that's just me. We got the Titanium Dragon, which I do really like. We have the Titanium Ninja Zane pretty much. Very cool. We got the Enter the Serpent set here, and we got the Ninja DBX. This was the largest set of the Tournament of Elements wave. The next set up here, if we're following the set number order, is, you know, one of the smallest ones, the Jungle Trap, and then also another small one, Lava Falls. Then we just kind of like start building up again with the Electromech. The Jungle Raider, which was a $20 set, also is being remade in 2020 for LEGO Ninjago, and we had the Dojo Showdown. Now we get to move into the summer sets for 2015, in which we saw the beginning of Possession. This season was amazing. I love this season. I think it's probably got to be maybe my second favorite season under the Serpentine year of 2012. But the Chain Cycle Ambush here, really nice set. I just love the minifigures in these sets, as well as like the colors that the ghosts have on them, and just the different pieces that are built with these sets. I think just look great. We also had the City of Sticks here, which is just a fantastic build. It's a very interesting one because the build itself is very tall and skinny, or tall and narrow, and we have this interesting boat that goes along with it, this is a very fun build. I have to admit to that whenever I was building this set. Still one of my favorite sets to build. We have the Blaster Bike set here, which was one of the more inexpensive ones. We have the Master Wu Dragon. We have the Ronin Rex. We have the Attack of the Moro Dragon, which is still just an amazing dragon to look at. I mean, just look at that. It's beautiful. We have the Titan Mech Battle, two amazing mechs. Once again, check out my video as I looked at every single mech. It's quite cool. You guys can check it out after this one. And also, while I'm at it, you guys can be sure to be thinking of your favorite LEGO Ninjago set of all time, and be sure to comment that down below. I'm really curious to see what your guys' favorite sets are, so let me know. The Final Flight of Destiny's Bounty was the second rendition that we got of Destiny's Bounty, so it was definitely a fan favorite at the time. I really do like this design. Now, of course, in Possession, we got the Air Jitsu Flyers. Now, this was an interesting spin-off of Ninjago Spinners. We don't have a sort of, you know, Spinjitzu spinning action. Instead, we have these sort of ripcord flyers. Now, even to this day, I'm still not sold on the fact that they use ripcord so much. I'd much more prefer, to use kind of like the Spinjitzu Slam, where you could build the contraption that would launch them, or just use your hands. But nonetheless, we got these, so we got like Air Jitsu Zane here, and the minifigures in these sets were great. I love that, and the builds were pretty repetitive, as there wasn't really much of a build other than the holder, and then the actual spinner thing on the top. You have a minifigure and some weapons, but hey, I mean, it's unique, and I do like that though. Now, speaking of unique, we got the Temple of Airjitsu at this time as well in 2016, the summer wave here. I think this was actually around like September, so maybe towards the fall wave, if you could even consider that. Over 2,000 pieces. I believe this was the largest LEGO Ninjago set at the time. Very cool. Now we can move into 2016. We are slowly but steadily moving towards where we are right now with the 2020 sets. 2016 started off with Skybound. We got Cole's Dragon, which is one of the smallest dragons we've ever gotten, and hence it's not very detailed in that manner. We also got the Ninja Bike Chase, which is a double bike set. You guys can all see where this is going if you guys follow my channel. LEGO loves to do these sets, and this was kind of the beginning of this sort of concept that LEGO realized that must sell well or something, because they made these sort of similar sets. I'll show you as we go on. It's pretty ridiculous how similar they are. We've got the Sky Shark next, which is an interesting flying build for the Sky Pirates of Skybound. We got Jay's Elemental Dragon. We also got the Raid Zeppelin. We got Tiger Widow Island, which this was an interesting set, that's for sure. We got a big fig in it, which is, always a nice plus. There was also Misfortune's Keep, which was the largest set. We'll move right into the summer sets for 2016. So after Skybound, we got Day of the Departed. Definitely some dissidence regarding this, I guess, wave of sets, not only because of the TV episode special that just didn't really hold up to the standards that we were expecting, but the sets themselves, in my opinion, were kind of a letdown. But nonetheless, we did get Lil Nelson as the Purple Ninja, which I found to be a great plus of these sets, or of this set in particular, the Rock Rotor. We also got the Air Jitsu Battleground, so more Air Jitsu flyer sets were released. I mean, I wasn't interested in this set at all, but nonetheless, we got the Cryptarian Prison Breakout, which was, kind of decent. We got 5 minifigures, so that was pretty nice. And then we, of course, got the Salvage Mech, which was Ronin's mech. This was one of the sets that, piqued my interest a little bit. I never ended up buying it, though, because of Ronin's mech just looks like a bunch of junk just put together. I mean, that's what it's supposed to look like, but still, it's not really the prettiest. Now, this is the set that I can get behind for this wave, and that is the Green Energy Dragon. I love this dragon, I really do. I think that was a pretty good set, as well as the Lighthouse Siege. I do like this build, and the actual role it played in the episodes. If you guys follow the LEGO Ninjago episodes, I do like this set. We also had the Ultra Stealth Raider, which just doesn't look nearly as good as the Ultrasonic Raider. Yes, I know you guys may have different opinions on that, but in my opinion, this is not as good as the original version from 2012. And finally, wrapping up 2016, we got the Samurai X Cave Chaos set. And so that brings us to 2017, the winter sets, more specifically. We'll move right into them. We got the Hands of Time sets. The smallest set of this wave was the Vermilion Attack. We also got the Desert Lightning set, which is a double bike set. You guys can see the similarity. We got 2 very small bikes for this set. We have Destiny's Shadow that came along with this wave as well. We got the Vermilion Invader. We got the Samurai VXL, which was, I don't really know about this set. It was interesting, to say the least. We got Dawn of Iron Doom. I did like this set. This was cool. And we also got the Dragon Forge with the Fusion Dragon, which I love that concept. That concept from the episodes is just amazing, and I love the colors on this dragon. So this is one of my favorite dragons I think LEGO has ever produced. It's not the most detailed or the largest, but still is, I think one of the neatest. Now here for the summer wave, we didn't get a Ninjago wave because we had the LEGO Ninjago movie, and so I decided I'd put these in this video. Technically they're not under the Ninjago line, but it is a movie about the Ninjago line. It's not canon to it, but the same characters are in it, a similar storyline, that sort, I'll put it in this video because I think it definitely deserves some recognition here. I mean, the fact that we even got a movie regarding LEGO Ninjago just shows how popular and how much of a success this theme has been for LEGO, which is just fantastic. I love that feeling that, something that I'm super interested in has been such a large success, and because it's been such a success, LEGO has been able to continue making sets for years. I mean, the very first sets, as you guys saw, came out in 2011. That's ridiculous. It's going to be 2020 in a couple days as the time of me recording this video right now, so that's ridiculous. Nonetheless, we got some really good sets. I think everybody can agree that the LEGO Ninjago movie sets were great. Even if you didn't really care for the movie, that's totally fine. I think you have to admit that these sets were very well put together. There was a lot of time put into designing these, that's for sure. I love the Green Ninja Mech Dragon more specifically. We got some very interesting mechs, a lot of mechs in particular for the LEGO Ninjago movie. The Lightning Jet was also an interesting set that we got, and the Fire Mech is one of my favorite LEGO mechs we've ever gotten under Ninjago, or in this case, the LEGO Ninjago movie. Very awesome. We got the ice tank that came along with it as well, and the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon. I love temple builds for LEGO Ninjago, so I did really like this set as well. We got the Destiny's Bounty, which is by far my favorite set from the LEGO Ninjago movie wave. We also got Ninjago City. The set just kept on getting bigger. This is the largest set for LEGO Ninjago we have gotten, I believe. It has 4,867 pieces, and overall, it's a masterpiece once again. Just like that Destiny's Bounty set, this is a massive success. There was also this junior set called Shark Attack, and then of course the minifigure series, which that was really cool to see, and then that moves into kind of like the late 2017 set wave, in which this was kind of a weird wave of sets that came out around like September, November, really late in the year, but yet not in the new year. The Piranha Attack here was a good set. We got to see Misako in this set in a relatively inexpensive one, which that was great for if you wanted to collect as many minifigures from the movie as possible. We also got the Quake Mech. Garmadon's Volcano Lair comes up next with some cool minifigures, also like a sand green octopus if you guys saw that. There's also Garmadon, which is a huge mech that Garmadon had, and to be honest is probably one of the most important builds from the movie, you could argue that. Next up, we'll move into the January wave of 2018 sets for LEGO Ninjago for winter here. And that all starts off with Sons of Garmadon. This was the wave that kind of, came after the LEGO Ninjago movie, so a lot of people from the movie kind of transitioned over to the wave and the episodes that were airing. So this was interesting to see how LEGO kind of took this opportunity to change a lot in the episodes with the animation style. But as far as the sets, they didn't change in their style that much, I'd have to say. We have the Katana V11 here, the Street Race of Snake Jaguar. All right, we got a double bike set, so make note of that. That's our third one we've already seen. We got the SOG headquarters, the Sons of Garmadon headquarters set here. We also have the Ninja Nightcrawler, Kilo versus Samurai X, and the Temple of Resurrection. I do love this set. This was my favorite set of the Sons of Garmadon wave, hands down. Now, like we saw with Lloyd, all the other ninja pretty much got their Spinjitzu Masters for this wave of sets for Sons of Garmadon, of Ninjago Kai, Nia, Jay, Zane, and Cole. So with that, these were interesting because once again, we're using ripcords just like the Air Jitsu Flyers, and we'll move into 2018 for the summer wave. So in the summer of 2018, around August, we got the Ninjago City Dock set under the LEGO Ninjago movie. So this was kind of the last LEGO Ninjago movie set that was ever released. Now, we got Hunted next, which was the official season for summer of 2018 of LEGO Ninjago. We have Destiny's Wing here. We have the Throne Room Showdown with Harumi in the very middle there. This was a great minifigure pack for only $20, 5 minifigures. That's a great deal. We have Stormbringer. We also have the Oni Titan, which not necessarily one of my favorite sets, but some people like it, so I'll give you that. We have Firstborn, which is definitely one of my favorite sets, on the complete opposite of the spectrum to the Oni Titan. I do love this build. And then we have the Dieselnaut. It's a very big, bulky, like orange and black sort of color scheme build. It's an interesting build nonetheless. And we have the Dragon Pit, the largest set of this wave with over 1,600 pieces. That's a lot of pieces for a set for Ninjago, and one of these sort of typical waves not under the movie. With this, we got the Golden Dragon Master along with his flyer here, and all these other, Dragon Master flyers, which, to be honest, they're not really my favorite. I believe that the Air Jitsu flyers were better than these because of the wings. They were kind of heavy, so you couldn't make them fly as far as maybe you wanted to, but nonetheless, they were different and they looked really pretty. Now we're finally moving into some more recent sets here. We've made it to 2019. So in January of 2019, we got the Legacy line. This wave was just full of nostalgia, and I just loved it so much. And in fact, the fact that we're getting more Legacy sets for 2020 of LEGO Ninjago is just fantastic. I love that aspect here, and I think it's brought back a lot of LEGO Ninjago fans that bought some of those early sets from 2011 to around like 2014-ish, and have brought them back to buying some of these Legacy sets, which I think was LEGO's main point behind it, or at least maybe to educate some of the new fans of Ninjago on some of the older sets or the older storyline. But nonetheless, some amazing sets were included here in this 2019 line of Legacy sets, including the Monastery of Spinjitzu, which we've been waiting for a set like this for so long, and LEGO finally delivered it. There was also the remake of the Ultra Dragon, which was, it was a lot different. That was for sure. It had brick-built heads instead of those large molded ones, but I still kind of liked it. We also had these Spinjitzu sets, so we're back to the more classic idea of Spinjitzu where you spin the spinner, but this time we had all these like attachments you could hook on it and this brand new molded piece that was quite cool, to be honest. It was like a double mold on there of like translucent and completely solid colors, and I really liked that. So overall, like, this was one of the starter sets. We got two of them, or at least this one was called a battle set, but you could really consider it a starter set as well, as it comes with two of them, but I really like these. Moving into the LEGO Ninjago Summer 2019 sets wave, we got Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu, which was LEGO Ninjago Season 11, and with this we got the Blizzard Samurai as well as the Pyro Vipers, and together these sets were kind of, they were kind of mixed up, right? We had two different chapters for LEGO Ninjago Season 11 here, in which we had the Ice chapter and the Fire chapter. And you guys can also let me know if you guys want, which one of these chapters did you guys prefer? Which one was better? Was the Fire chapter with the Pyro Vipers better? Or, maybe you guys like the Ice chapter. I think the Ice chapter was maybe a little bit better, but the sets that went along with these were really good. And this mech here is another one of my favorite sets from LEGO Ninjago. It's just such a large mech build, just like the Fire Mech from the LEGO Ninjago movie. I just love this set. Highly recommend it. You guys may still be able to find this in store as of the time of me recording this video right now. If you guys still can, go pick up this set, maybe using some Christmas money or something. It's a really good one. There's also the Land Bounty. It's okay. It's for people who want another version of the bounty. It didn't really fit my tastes for what I want with a Destiny's Bounty, but nonetheless, it was an interesting build. But the Castle of the Forsaken Emperor sure was a cool set. I love the Ice Dragon that came in it. The LEGO Ninjago Spinjitzu Slam sets were very interesting. I love the fact you could build the launcher, and then the minifigures, like I said, were fantastic. I love the minifigures. The J one, kind of wonky if you guys had watched my videos talking about these Spinjitzu Slam sets, and a little bit of criticism for this minifigure here, but the rest of them were fantastic. I really did like the printing on those, as well as the starter set here, which was a great deal. You could get two of them here, basically battle against your friends, your family, any sort of people with you. Very cool. Now, we are moving into 2020, LEGO Ninjago 2020 sets. Super exciting. We have the Legacy sets returning once again. The Thunder Raider gets a remake. The Jungle Raider gets a remake. They're both Raiders, apparently. That's interesting. We also got the Kai's Fire Dragon set, which is basically marketed as a junior set, which is kind of disappointing, let's be honest. Everyone was expecting a very large Fire Dragon. In fact, we got the complete opposite of that, but, hey, LEGO's got to produce something for juniors every once in a while. We got the Golden Mech set, which I think is cool. Not as cool as the original one, but still a nice build. And then for LEGO Ninjago Season 12, we have this brand new season here that's very digital. And as the time of me recording this video right now, we don't know exactly, too many specifics about it, but we do have these amazing set images. We know that the ninja minifigures are called Digi Ninja, and they're going up against these sort of like rat warriors or something along those lines in a digital cyberverse, or a video game, I should say. So this is very interesting. We got Kai's Mech Jet here, which is a great set for LEGO Ninjago Season 12. And then speaking of good sets, we have the Gamers Market, set number 71708. This is basically a minifigure pack, or a people's pack for LEGO Ninjago. So many great minifigures, and Pink Zane. That is basically the sole reason why I will be picking up this set, guaranteed, is because of that minifigure. We have Jay and Lloyd's Velocity Racers. Technically, this is kind of like a double bike set once again. they're everywhere. They're everywhere. The Ninja Tuner car is not my favorite by any means, but I've seen some people like it, so I'll give you guys props for that. We also have Jay's Cyber Dragon, another dragon. This one is more of a robotic dragon. As you guys can see, there's like those turbines, or like, you know, something you'd see on like a plane or a jet on the sides of this dragon. So pretty crazy. We got Unagami in this set, which is going to be the main antagonist for Season 12 of LEGO Ninjago here. And then we get the Empire Temple of Madness. Comes with 6 different LEGO Ninjago minifigures as well as Unagami in the set. We have the Empire Dragon, which I really do like this set. I'm definitely going to pick up this one. I like the design overall of the dragon itself. And then we have these arcade pods, or the avatars, right? So we have the Kai avatar here, we have the Jay avatar, and we have the Lloyd avatar. And if you guys want to see a more detailed analysis of these arcade pods and whether I think they're good or bad, you guys can check out my video that I did analyzing these sets as a whole. It's a very good video. I'd recommend it if you guys have not already watched it. And wow, that was a lot of sets, but we finally reached the end here. Be sure to let me know down below with a comment which one of these LEGO Ninjago sets is your guys' all-time favorite. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are brand new. As always, I'm SpitBrix. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video coming very soon.